Zero Mile is a Terminus Media production. If you would like to know more about Terminus Media, please head on over to terminusmedia.com. Now, on with your show.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Zero Mile, your final stop in Atlanta's geek culture. I am your host, Chris Cowan, filling in for Kelly. Got my two co-hosts with me,
Zonga Fielding.
And Caleb Grosh.
And today we're going to talk about anime.
Yeah, I'm really knowledgeable about that.
Specifically, spring 2007.
Yes, 2017 would be the correct term.
Yes.
So.
Yes, we're going back into... No, it's 2017.
Back in time. So we're getting some new Dragon Ball Z.
No.
What we're getting
for 2007.
Yeah. Caleb, let's start us off.
Get us
All right.
started, Caleb.
Let's. I just want to go ahead and say that a lot with spring 2017 for this season is a lot of new seasons for already pre-established stuff. But the biggest one we're going to talk about is Attack on Titan. You know it, you love it, and it's back.
Jeez.
The season starts off right off where it left off with the previous season. Oh, we've gotten the female Titan. There's Titans in the wall. What do we do? But it's definitely worth watching. The second episode has already aired. I like the animation. I love the show, but I'm more interested in something else, which I'll talk about later. So, how about you?
Oh, well, for me, personally, Attack on Titan Season 2, like I said, really great animation. I'm not a fan per se, but it's interesting.
Fair
It's
enough.
one of those things that I kind of watch just to follow so I can be up and have something to talk about with some of the, I guess, neats I know, or otaku, if you will, or anything like that.
I've seen like one episode.
Yeah.
Was it the abridged version?
It was on Netflix. I don't know. I'm total fish out of water here.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
cool.
I watched
Be that
like
fish.
one episode on Netflix,
Be
and I was
Aquaman.
like, this is kind of interesting. I can't even talk to fish, so Aquaman's it's above my level currently.
Yeah. Well,
I guess you'll be our dry man for this.
Yes.
next, of course, what I saw, Laughing Salesman's pretty good, pretty great. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's basically about a salesman who gives basically anything you want, but his price is, of course, your heart, and he has like this really extensive contract. If you do something wrong with that contract, you're boned.
I watched the first episode. It's based off of a manga from the 70s and 80s, and I absolutely love this. I'm in love with the character Moguro-san, and just it's split into one episode is two 11-minute sections with each having different stories, and I love the opening, I love the story, and I cannot wait for the next episode, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sounds very Faustian.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like with the was it the second episode or the first episode? Because it split kind of basically like a kind of American cartoons where they have a 30-minute thing that split up. Well, the first one, I really enjoyed the story with the woman who just wanted to go shopping, and her whole stipulation was whatever you buy, it gets repossessed the next day. And then she went and she got a makeover, so Moguro couldn't find her, but he found her anyway and took everything. Her attractiveness, everything, made her basically an old woman. It just ruined her whole entire life. It was great.
You tried to buy youth. I'm repossessing it. All right. Next, I'm going to talk about my favorite this season, but that's really no strange observation. Berserk Season 2. Guts is back, and his sword is angrier than ever. It picks up right where it left off with the 2016 season. Anybody who's a big fan of the Berserk manga series, this is just great. It's Berserk finally getting back at Griffith, and the story's picking up. Hopefully they'll get to a good point, but it won't be the boat.
Nothing wrong.
I'm just gonna
Berserk.
scoot back and let you two have at it.
And I'm really excited. I love the opening. The animation is obviously not good because they went to a 3D animation, not the traditional cell animation. But it's still the good story of Berserk, so I get that, I guess.
It's the greatness of Berserk with janky animation.
My feelings.
But
Can I just get a re-release of Record of Lotus War?
Oh, that would be amazing. Yes.
But only like us three would watch it, and then nobody else would.
Yeah, I'm a 90s anime kid.
I mean,
We get it. We get it.
I know, I'm old. All of my anime came from Blockbuster.
Okay, next, of course, is Grand Blue Fantasy, which is anime based off of a cell phone game. And what I have to say is, for an anime based off of a cell phone RPG, it's pretty nice. Really like the animation. It's like a better version of what the Berserk anime was trying to do, where it's 3D, but it has like the little choppy lines, so it still looks like it's like sketch drawing, like animation that looks 3-dimensional.
yeah, it pulls off what Berserk was trying to do, leaps and bounds over what they were doing.
Yeah, like it has a high budget for, well, probably because it made its budget in, you know,
Mobile
sales, mobile sales, because it does really well in Asia, but I don't think it's been released yet here for cell phones.
It's all about those microtransactions.
Of course. Finding all those heroes and stuff. But yeah, the story is basically about the main character named Gran, who aspires to be like a great knight one day. He stumbles upon another knight who is escorting this female shaman type person. Gran ends up getting K'd, literally, in like the first episode, and the shaman shares like half of her like life and magic power with him to bring him back to life, and then they summon the giant dragon to fight a giant hydra, and it's really neat.
To be accurate, they summon Bahamut.
Yeah, Bahamut, the king of dragons, to fight a regular hydra.
Just a jobber hydra.
Seems like overkill.
Yeah, it's great.
Seems like maybe like Knights of the Round or Odin could have done that.
Yeah.
Nah, Bahamut, we need him.
Yeah, call him.
Go big or go home.
Next, of course, Hero Academia Season 2, one of the greatest, I guess, anime that came out of 2016. You would actually really like this. Think of Japanese X-Men.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
It's about a school of superheroes, basically.
Training to be superheroes.
Well, training to be superheroes. They, of course, have their exams and stuff. They practice, you know, heroics. They try to learn their powers. Eventually, like later, they kind of get divvied up into like teams where there's like a main hero and like his support. The main character is, well, he started out with no powers. He always wanted to be a hero, because heroes are accepted in this world. People with special powers are accepted, unlike X-Men. So if you're born with a natural gift, you're accepted. You usually go to like one of several schools or whatever. This one, like the biggest school currently they go to, has the teacher called All Might, which is really super powerful.
He's the #1 hero in the world, man.
Yeah, he's so powerful that he's drawn in a different art style. Like he's drawn in like Jack Kirby-ian art style, while everyone else is, you know, anime characters.
Hi, my name is All Might. I'm from America. And then everyone's like, wait, what?
Yeah, he's great. And of course, the plot is All Might's dying and he can't be All Might forever. So he imbues his power into the main character, whose body can't exactly hold it.
Quite yet.
Yeah, so it's kind of him trying to deal with using his vast super strength, super speed, and all that stuff, but every time he kind of uses it in the beginning, like if he punches something using his super strength, he breaks his arm because he can't quite hold on to that power.
Seems like All-Star Superman.
It's a real coming of age story for him, and him coming, because it starts off in the manga and the show. This is the story of how I became the greatest hero of all time. And I'm just like, all right, done.
So believe it or not, he's walking on air.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this is looking to be.
Just gonna let that one simmer.
This is looking to be great. And I'm excited. You should actually read it and watch it. I'm sure you would like it.
I will check that out. It sounds very reminiscent of New X-Men Academy X, which is a real like sleeper hit X-Men series about all the up and coming mutants like being on their own little squads at the Xavier School.
Yeah.
And then
pretty much that.
Last but certainly least in my book, Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. It is the follow-up series to Naruto. It is about his son, taking place certain years after it. And it's going to take place. It's going to probably retell the story of the movie, the Boruto movie, and then it's actually going to start following its own plot, which means Kishimoto will never let his series die, and I have to suffer through it.
Filler, the series, everybody.
The sequel that no one
And I guess
Yeah.
the thing that really grinds my gears is this. It's the next series that I'm talking about. Frame Arms Girl. This one. Oh my god, annoys the crap out of me. Like, okay, so one of my hobbies is I build mecha models. I spend a lot of money purchasing like Gundam model kits and frame arms model kits. And frame arms are like these really great model kits that you build, and they all have like their own little backstory to them.
But Ricky, what's the story of the anime about?
I'm getting to that. And the anime is not about any of that at all. It's basically one of those weird animes where like the main character buys a toy, but instead of it being the frame arms like cool model kit, it's like a girl robot. And
Aren't robots cute, guys? Aren't cute robot girls cute?
cute robot girls.
Buy our
and-
products.
Yeah.
Merchandising the
We
anime.
could have had a nice combat-oriented mecha series with all these cool robot designs, but nope, little girl toys. That's what we got.
Like I said, merchandising. Spaceballs the poster. Spaceballs the t-shirts.
Spaceballs the flamethrower.
Hey, yeah.
And at last on the docket is, of course, Silver Guardian.
That I don't know what this anime is about. I legit
either.
Me and Zong over here, we watched the same anime together, and we didn't know what we were seeing. I was like, "What's happening? Who's this guy?"
We have no idea what happened. All we know is that some guy, I guess, was defending a pyramid, and some girl was waiting for him to come back. And the animation was jank.
Was it any time anyone's silver?
No.
Okay.
No,
I'm even
like
more confused
the dude
now.
had like these weird fire orb powers, and nothing was silver. I'm unsure what's going on, but mostly the 2017 anime has been really, really decent. It's been a mixed bag. A lot of it's been good, and then we had some
jankness.
some less than good stuff.
Trust me, there's plenty of that we didn't talk about, and I don't want to be honest.
Well, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. So, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, you can hit us up at 0mile at terminusmedia.com. And as always, you can find me on Twitter at MutantBiscuit.
Oh, you can find me at Twitter at Caleb_squared.
And you can find me at Zonga Audio. Please remember, like, share, and subscribe. And Chris is a vampire.
I'm not a vampire.
He's a vampire.
Yeah. And I am out.
Bye, everybody.